Fozey. One will fall on Shipwreck. Falls. Here we go. Game number 1.
We're seeing Simple and Godly. They're like, okay, no more fussing about with the character picks. We're going to start off with the Kojiteros, see how well it works out. On the other side, Macheeete and Fozey, they're going to start off with the Old Grim alongside the Orion and maybe make the swap to the Roland, depending on how things go.
You know, either way you slice it, it's just lances all around. I do like seeing it. For such a long time, we didn't see such a lance focus in the double space. It was always viewed as like this weapon that's kind of difficult to team with. You have to play your neutral very differently. But here we're seeing even double lance compositions.
Yeah, it's still like a common mentality is that lance is hard to play alongside in 2v2s because you don't have the standardized follow-ups. You don't have just like that neutral light that directly leads into a thing, but instead you have so much space coverage, so much follow-up potential if you get the side air into side air, and they've got so much of a lead as the blue team look at Fozey's health bar.
Oh yeah, I mean, he has been playing phenomenally all throughout today, and it shows even here. Barely touched. Unfortunately, Macheeete getting knocked out there, but they're still holding on to the lead, and Fozey is still piling out attacks.
Yeah, he's playing lights out, man. He's playing like he wants that gold medal, and he's trying to earn it right now, getting into the red, but still the only one still on that first stock. You're seeing the red team try to go for Macheeete, and Godly opts for the fast fall into the recovery, gets the weapon toss. Fozey with the save. Godly hits a recovery. Macheete's one more opportunity, but Simple's going to fall with him.
That was a phenomenal offstage gambit play from the red team. I mean, they were able to bring Macheeete down to his final stock. It seems reminiscent of previous matches we saw where Macheeete and Fozey, the answer seemed to be focus down Macheeete, leave Fozey to his own devices, force him to kind of collapse into the fray, because that back position, he's just too good at it.
Yeah, it's definitely a common theme against the teams that play against this blue team, but at the same time, Simple fell alongside him, so it's not enough to bring them back into it. The lead is still in favor of the blue team. The red team needs to take out Macheeete, otherwise this is looking like a blue team victory.
See Fozey just trying to clear the stage. Lances are out in full. They're both swinging.
Godly.
There's one off the stage. The double spear ground pound. And Godly's gone, just like that.
Yeah, you saw him burn that recovery. He was burning a lot of movement there. Almost got the wall touch, but the Nile from the blue team gives him the victory. And Simple, the stage spike doesn't even matter. And Simple's going to fall. Fozey and Macheeete take game number 1.
It's crazy. You know, I was seeing like a hammer scoop into that Shipwreck wedge earlier today. And I'm like, technically it's a stage spike, but you're sending them upward, which actually sends them straight horizontal. Is that still a stage spike?
It's still a spike. Even if it's not straight down, it's spiking in a direction, right?
Sure, yeah. Side air, my favorite spike on spear.
My favorite spiking move. Hey, spear is it's entirely a spike.
You're right. You're absolutely right.
So is Lance. We got a lot of spikes.
This is why you
every move from Lance
right?
is a spiking move. Am I right?
Not the downlight.
It's still from a spike.
Okay, sure. We'll take it.
Game number 2, Godly and Simple. They're going to make the swap back to the classic, the Bodvar Bryn, to go up against Macheeete and Fozey.
All right, Simple taking Fozey up to the air. Tons of unanswered damage.
I like the play from Godly there, using the weapon toss to keep the combo going for the unarmed as well. Definitely some sparks of brilliance coming out from this red team.
Yeah, they've been doing a phenomenal job in the opening here, particularly Simple against Fozey. Just kept winning exchange after exchange.
Godly with a great read onto Fozey. This is the most damage start we've seen onto Fozey in a while, and the recovery connects. Simple with the punish, but high ceiling, high defense. Macheete's living.
Oh, the handoff. Just managed to grab with that sword side air, but, you know, there was a lot of stage left.
This is that pitfall of Shipwreck. It's one of the reasons why, again, high defense Lance Legends love this map, and Godly gonna fall, even up that stock count. Macheeete almost takes out Simple, and Fozey's going for the edge guard. The down sig. Simple, did he get the ground touch? Yes.
Ooh, manages to sneak right by the recovery, but the side air finding purchase. A little bit of a stock lead for the red team, and still holding on.
Yeah, Simple. I mean, he's been living, but he's also been getting pinballed, right? He hasn't really been able to play as much as he's just been around. For what it's worth, the blue team has been focusing him, so it's just been 1v1s. And finally, Macheeete finds a big enough hit to take him out. That'll even it up.
Ooh, tons of damage, and Godly poised to get knocked out once again. If they can keep those 2v1s rolling, Macheeete and Fozey are going to be sitting pretty.
Light connects. Godly's in trouble, though. Simple cannot afford that team damage onto Godly. Just outside the recovery, the side air connects. Godly's going down. Final stock here in game number 2 for Godly. Down Zig.
Oh my gosh, Simple. He's such a magician with that move. You know, it just comes out of nowhere, and you're always mystified.
Bunny meat hat. Simple. Able to honestly stuff the bunny back down into the hat with that one.
Get in there. Ah, not yet. Man, Simple having to spend so much time just getting back towards his teammate. That's the danger when you get sent into the red, but not enough for the knockout.
I mean, it's still a power play.
Oh, yeah.
Respawning or running back, it is a power play
Just
for the other team.
out of engagement.
Macheeete, only one still on that second stock. The side air almost takes out Godly. You see how far he got launched. Godly's got to be careful. He's going to play that back line, utilizing those weapon tosses to try to help out Simple. Okay, everyone's on final stocks. Down Zig.
Oh.
Ooh, where's the weapon toss? Where's the weapon toss? Waiting for it. Simple
it's
ate
right
it.
into Simple. Are you kidding? What?
No!
That was such a scramble.
He tried to help, and all he did was hurt.
I feel like we could have a nice little quiz show of like we stop that on any given frame and we go, what happens next?
Oh.
And everybody's wrong. Godly and Simple going up on the board 1-1. Oh my gosh, rising above the chaos.
And heartbroken, Macheeete falls to the wayside. Game's tied up. And Simple, you got to give him credit. You know, Sparky's in the background. He's clapping his head off because Simple's hitting those down zigs.
Oh,
he
yes.
loves that move, and it works so well.
God, bonk into the weapon toss. Simple
Stage
got in
spike.
the way. Macheeete spiked down Fozey after the save. Jeez.
Oh.
Just never
Been there.
touched ground.
Yeah. The chase dodge, and you go a little too far, and you're like, oh, okay. Game number 3 now. No more shipwreck in favor of the blue team. What's it going to be?
Okay, well, there was a lot of chaos around those short walls right at the tail end of that game. So I think everybody's probably a little bit happy for this stability.
Much longer walls here on the Mammoth. We'll see who that ends up favoring, really.
Oh, man, quick handoffs. This is interesting that, you know, Fozey's over on the King Knight, where that was usually like Macheete's off pick.
Yeah, that's what I was noticing. I was like, okay, wait, they brought out the Roland, but it's not the one we expected, and they still find Godly still finds that recovery. Nice follow-up on Fozey. He's keeping the pressure going. Didn't hit the downlight, though.
Oh, going for the setup, has the hands off stage. Macheeete getting away with his life. Oh my gosh, how does Godly survive through all that?
Yo, he's that Godly. Recovery from Fozey, though. Will even up the stock count left side. Godly doesn't even need to do it. Fozey gonna fall. Advantage to the red team.
Oh, Godly getting in
Team
there,
combo?
turning it into a team combo. Ah, just a little bit more damage was needed to send him that distance. Fozey, definitely thankful to get out of that one. Not too bad, not too worse for wear.
Simple, unfortunately, going to take out his teammate. He went for the worth it play. Of course, you do more force to the opponent, but still, Godly was quite damaged. They take out Macheeete. Macheete's on his final stock here.
Oh, Godly so quick to rotate up and over, trying to get that power play, a little bit of a team combo handoff onto Macheeete, but Fozey also identified. He's getting into the mix.
Got to stay present. Damage being done to Simple, but Macheeete is the one that we're worried about. He's the one on his final stock. Fozey gets launched from the recovery.
Oh my God.
Ground pound from Godly. They're hunting Macheeete.
Yeah, he has taken a ton of damage in such a short amount of time. I mean, he found himself between like an axe recovery and a sword ground pound. That's just so much.
Yeah, just so much rocks in hard places. But Godly able to touch on the right side. Simple did fall in the meanwhile. So opportunity here, but Godly hits another recovery. If Fozey lives long enough, there is that potential. The blue team ends up pushing this to a 1v2.
Oh man, both red teammates so far off the side. Godly falling to his doom, gets right in. Fozey sneaking out that weapon grab, denying it from Godly.
But Godly comes back, has the unarmed. Fozey goes for the deep ground pound, wants to take out Simple. Downlight down air, went for the optimal. Godly with the down air to help.
Oh, here we go, sending Fozey wide. They've got the chance on the Macheeete edge guard. No, he's turning it around.
Ooh, but a big recovery. Macheeete is going to fall. Fozey's going to fall. 1v2, but Simple's quite damaged. There's always that potential for Fozey.
Yeah, he just needs one solid hit. A little bit of handoff damage. But you know what? Oh, no. Call the team combo if they can clean this up.
What did I say, Godly? Remember? Recovery.
When he does a recovery, do another recovery. Always recovery, all the recovery.
Yeah. I think that's the mnemonic, right? Recovery, recovery. But side air from Godly. Fozey still gets the wall touch. He needs to take out Simple, but Godly's doing such a good job being this front line.
Oh man, cut short just after the dive kick. Manages to get the wall touch, but Godly's there to intercept. 2-1 now in the set. Macheeete and Fozey are in the hot seat.
Yeah, things looking good for Godly and Simple. And what's the play? Both the last game and this one seemed like the red team was hunting one of the blue team members. Macheeete popped off in the last one. Fozey was the last one living in this one. And now the blue team going to make the final adjustment? No, it's sticking with it with the King Knight and Olgrim.
Okay, maybe it's the stage that they wanted to switch. We're over onto Miami Dome now. Significantly different. There is that scaffolding right underneath in the middle. It prevents you from going completely under the stage from one side to the other. And, you know, those two soft platforms up in the air do give you somewhere that you can land and set up, kind of like a double stack kind of play.
I think almost more valuable than all of those things that you just described, which are all still very accurate and valuable, is that the walls are close. The KO boxes are close on the sides, and you can see those horizontal KOs, but Simple with the edge guard. Macheeete tries to trade it. Fozey does get the touch, but Simple with the punish on the ground pound, and red team takes the first stock.
Man, he just seems to get so many intercepts. We've seen it in the previous setups, the previous matches. Deep. Yeah, he will go down there for those unarmed ground pounds. Man, stocks are flying fast.
This is quite the volatile map. Godly not able to get the wall touch, and suddenly blue team with the lead. Macheeete took next to no damage while red team was pressuring Fozey.
Oh man, Macheeete really just trying to get this work done on Godly, threatening the side, able and aware enough to turn around for the target swap onto Simple, get a little bit of team damage.
Some great target swaps, some big damage being put out, lots of control from this blue team. Stomp side air, Macheeete gets launched, red team staying around, looking at Fozey. Big nair.
Oh my gosh.
The high ceiling saving Macheeete again.
Yeah, I guess that's another thing, right? There's a lot of hammer attacks that will knock out vertically. A lot of the sword, you've got that down light into recovery. You're looking at vertical knockouts. So the high ceiling probably serves Macheeete and Fozey a little bit better since they're always going for horizontal knockouts.
Yeah, definitely a very horizontal weapon with that lance. And you're seeing it's working to their favor. Godly now onto his final stock here in game number 4. Simple going to join him. Is this a game 5 potential?
I mean, right now it's looking real good. They've got such an amazing chance, especially if they can prevent Macheeete from taking too much damage, because he's been so healthy throughout this entire game that it's let him sit in center stage and dictate the pace.
Ooh, but a nice team combo. And Macheeete going to be going down to his final stock, right side. Godly looking for the edge guard. Fozey went unarmed because he threw the lance, but it's a recovery from Godly, and everybody's on their final stocks.
All bets are off.
This could go any direction. Team combo again. Fozey's got to break it up.
Excellent. Perfect interruption from Fozey. Even got the chase dodge in for the neutral signature. A little bit extra spice.
Yeah, just had to get in there, make sure that they couldn't convert into a KO on the Macheeete. Fozey, they get the knockout. Godly, simple with the down 6. Side sig from Fozey. It's a 1v1.
All right, Fozey, he has the damage advantage, but for how long? I don't know. Now he's unarmed. Godly's got the stage. This is so dangerous.
Dime's on the floor because it's turning on him, but Fozey.
Recovery tall almost ceiling, high defense. Fozey still living.
Oh, and Godly's gonna get it. Simple and Godly are going to the grand finals.
Oh man. So it just seems like Simple just gets into grand finals, right?
Yeah.
That's just his hallmark for the past how many years?
He simply gets into the grand finals.
Man. And look at this. With a clutch teammate like Godly, how could you not? Absolutely unbelievable. Again, I was talking before about the confidence of Akno and Blaze. I see that same kind of confidence in Simple and Godly's play. Even when they're incredibly damaged, they're not afraid to go in and keep the pressure up.
Yeah, they definitely understand maintaining pressure regardless of the game state. They're just trying to keep that pressure on, not let the opponents think, and they're doing a great job at it.